What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Park Vidges, and in today's video I have an awesome video, and we're going to be talking about Busch Gardens Williamsburg survey. So I know SeaWorld Orlando and BGT sent out a survey a week ago, and not too long ago this week Busch Gardens Williamsburg sent out a survey to help improve the park experiences, and one of the pages were very eye-catching, and I know a lot of people are talking about it, but I just wanted to make a video sharing one specific page, and this is about some attractions that we could see in the near future at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. There's some descriptions and share my thoughts on those concept arts that of these attractions that we can see later on at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. But enough talking, let's get into today's video. So this is the first concept art. We're looking at a dynamic water boat ride experience. Honestly, this is giving me some Journey to Atlantis vibes from SeaWorld Orlando and SeaWorld San Diego. So I'm going to read the description and then give my thoughts. So a dynamic water boat ride experience that takes guests on a thrilling journey through Europe's most iconic historical eras. Riders splash through ancient Roman ruins, soar past medieval castles, and twist through steam-powered industrial tunnels. Perfect for those looking to cool off while enjoying coaster excitement while dramatic drops and immersive storytelling. This ride brings the epic saga of European history to life. So instead of like Journey to Atlantis and SeaWorld San Diego, this one is going to be themed to Europe's eras, their medieval time eras in Europe. So honestly, this is pretty cool. I don't know honestly where in the park would this really go, but this is the kind of vibe that I'm getting, like a Journey to Atlantis, but a Europe medieval time type ride style for it, storytelling type ride for it. I think this is pretty cool, but I think we don't really need another water ride. I think Escape from Pompeii is really good. Unless they retheme Escape from Pompeii, which I don't think they would do, but we already have Escape from Pompeii and we have a log from already. So I don't know how would this really work, honestly. But it is a cool concept of having a Europe water ride concept storytelling type ride here. All right, the big one out of all of these concept arts is the coaster. I know people are like, is there a coaster part of this? Is there a coaster in the survey? Yes, but this coaster is not the one anybody is thinking. So now, if you look at the picture, this picture honestly looks like two concepts. It looks like an Affinity or a Striker. And the only two people who make those type of coasters are Gerstlauer and Mach. Gerstlauer does the Infinity coasters. Mach makes the Strikers. So I'm going to read the description and obviously give my thoughts and what I think. So a coaster experience unlike any other, this dynamic coaster will take riders through a series of extreme elements, including a vertical launch inversions, moments of witnesses, high-speed turns, and more and open field vehicles so you can experience every part of it. Additionally, riders will experience unique track elements which will build the anticipation at the beginning of the experience using special effects and motion never seen before. Honestly, to me, this sounds like a Striker. Now, it sounds like Voltron, because Voltron has the vertical launch, Voltron has the weightlessness, Voltron has the high-speed turns, Voltron has the open field vehicles, the long open field vehicles, and Voltron does the awesome beginning part before you even launch. If you've ridden Voltron or seen the POV of Voltron, you know what I'm talking about in the beginning. But honestly, I would love a Striker at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I think a Striker would be perfect for the atmosphere, just like an RMC would. I know that's a coaster model that everybody probably would love to see in the survey, but I think seeing a Striker here too is a perfect thing, because I know people have been also wanting to see a mock Striker here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I think that would work perfect with the atmosphere. And I think the extreme feeling of a Striker will fill in that extreme gap that Busch Gardens Williamsburg needs a lot. Because if Busch Gardens Williamsburg gets that extreme coaster, it fills the gap perfectly. Because you have Pantheon that's somewhat extreme, but still an awesome ride that everybody can experience. You have the extreme invert Alpengeist and all the other coasters as well. It's just like a great lineup, but you need that one extreme coaster, and I think a Striker would be perfect for it. So yeah, there's still a lot to think about with this, but I would love to see a striker here at the park themed to anything that Busch Gardens Williamsburg can think of. I would love to see it themed to something that's pretty awesome and have some great theming with it as well, and have some great effects and stuff like that. But let's get into the other models in this survey. So this other concept, it looks like an Expedition Odyssey type concept we're looking at for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So this next experience is this immersive experience at Busch Gardens Williamsburg takes guests on a journey across Europe, soaring over and through iconic landscape and historic landmarks, featuring dynamic motion, breathtaking visuals, and multi-sensory effects like wind, scent, and sound. This indoor attraction delivers an experience that fully engages the senses. This is pretty cool. I really like what I'm hearing. But yeah, this really does sound like Expedition Odyssey over at SeaWorld Orlando. If you heard of Expedition Odyssey or have ridden Expedition Odyssey, this really does sound like it, but just in a Europe type landmark and theming type ride and storytelling type ride instead of the animal stuff that SeaWorld Orlando went with Expedition Odyssey. This is more like Europe style, and I think this is pretty cool. This will be a cool ride to be able to get on when it's raining outside, because all the other coasters are inside. So when it's raining outside and all the other coasters are closed, there is still something for people to be able to ride. And honestly, this was interesting because this is something that people been asking about. And this is something that a lot of people wanted to see in the future for Busch Gardens, because like I said, there was a thing where we got to see what people want in the future, and this was one of the things on the list, a dark ride / like immersive experience, something like what we're seeing right here. This is something that people wanted to see, so it's pretty interesting to see this on the survey. This is something that we definitely got to keep our eye on for the future at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, because this was on the list and it ended up being on the survey. So this is something that we should definitely keep our eye on. But there is one more concept that I want to talk about, and it's something else that was on the list for things that people at Busch Gardens Williamsburg want to see in the near future. So the last thing that was on the survey is a dark ride. So I'm gonna read the description and then say what I think as well. So this imaginative dark ride at Busch Gardens Williamsburg brings classic tales from the Brothers Grimm and other whimsical, slightly spooky stories to life through richly themed scenes and special effects. Guests will journey through an ever-changing narrative aboard a unique ride vehicle that twists, spins, and glides its way through a world of magic and mischief. So this is interesting as well, and something we also have to keep our eye on, because this is something that people said that they wanted to see here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg on the list that I showed multiple times, that people want to see from 2024 and beyond. So that's pretty interesting to see this on a survey as well. It's interesting to see the Expedition Odyssey type ride and then this dark ride as well to be on the survey after seeing both of those on the list of experiences that a lot of people at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, a lot of guests want to see at the park. So that's very interesting. But this sounds cool, that the ride vehicle is going to twist, turn, do a whole lot of movements to make you feel like you're in the story and give you that experience of a dark ride. And why I think this also is a cool ride as well, like the other concept, is because, like I said before, when rides are down at the park, because a lot of the other coasters are outside, so once it rains, thunderstorms and stuff, those rides are going to be down. So once those go down, you'll be able to ride this also while dark coaster as well. So that's pretty cool as well. So you'll be able to ride this and dark coaster if every ride else goes down. So that's pretty cool as well. If they add this as well, there's still something for people and guests to ride during like thunderstorms and stuff like that. When it's like a rainy day or thunderstorm type of day at Busch Gardens. But yeah, this is like a cool concept. I'm just hoping to see what they theme it to. If they do get this type of ride, I'm interested to see what they theme it to. If they do change the description on what they're gonna theme it to and stuff like that. that would be cool to see this type of ride here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. That's gonna do it for today's video. I wanted to make this video, and I was so quick and excited to make this video so I can share with y'all the different experiences that we maybe see at Busch Gardens Williamsburg 2025 and beyond. I would love to see some of these experiences, and let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of these concept arts would you want to love to see at Busch Gardens Williamsburg beyond. Let me know in the comment section down below. That'll be awesome to see some of y'all answers. And yeah, thank you guys for always supporting Park Visions. Today we hit 4 years. I made this channel in May 21st, 2021, and it's awesome to see where we was quarantine days to now. During quarantine days, I was struggling to see what niche I wanted to do. I was struggling on a lot of things on how to be creative, how to post, and how to get myself out there. And just seeing the setup build up and being able to give y'all quality content, seeing how my setup has built up from back then when I only had a phone. I didn't have a setup. I only had a phone, and I did audio apps to be able to get videos out for y'all back then. But now we have a full setup. It's just awesome to see how well this had branched out, and I really appreciate y'all for all the opportunities and just building an audience with y'all and just giving the opportunities to me so I can share adventures with y'all and share more content with y'all on Park Visions has been amazing. I really appreciate y'all. And let's make this more exciting, and I can't wait to share more with y'all years and beyond here on Park Visions. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. But as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one.